From Suffolk, Henry.
Again, spike weapons on the front, a steel and alloy shell. The fully charged batteries for the two motors only last 7 minutes. What happens to Henry the 8th minute, I wonder?
Hello, my name is Tom. This is Henry, and these are my two children. This is Leon, and this is Melanie. The robot is built steel and aluminium, and it took about a week to build and cost about £700. The weapons are spikes on the front, and the actual unit inside is hydraulic.
It has a secret weapon on the back. It's a picture of my nan.
From Staffordshire and West Midlands, Haardvark.
Hardy, after the last wars, has hardened steel lifting forks, 5mm thick polycarbonate shell, uses two electric scooter motors, and cost exactly £1,648.19 to build. This was Haardvark in the last series, proudly wearing slogans like violent vehicle. We didn't see too much violence, but power, yes. Good steering and control made Haardvark manoeuvrable and difficult to beat. Violent, no.
Hi, this is Team Haardvark. I'm the Captain Owen Barwick. This is the electronics engineer Mike Evans. This is Steve Farley. As you can see, the Haardvark this year has improved somewhat. We've got some nice graphics on the top, courtesy of Steve. The robot itself has changed from last year quite substantially. Inside, you can see the electronics are a little more complex than they were last year. If something goes wrong with them, our electronics engineer won't be able to do much work on them, I'm afraid. The armour is now polycarbonate, which is what they use in riot shields, and is virtually unbreakable. And we also have Kevlar in its strategic places for plugging up chainsaw wheels to prevent them cutting through.
Robotiers, stand by.
There's Team Henry, with Dad, Tom, Leon and Melanie. Leon wants to go and see Manchester United play. And there's Haardvark, with Owen Barwick, Steve Farley, and the absolute Mike Evans in the back.
1. Activate.
And if Haardvark rely on Mike for some sort of advice, they're in trouble. They look the favourites, though, don't they? More penetrating with that circular saw blade. Surprisingly, though, Henry just as heavy. Oh, there's Matilda coming in to lift Henry and spin, using the tusks to get underneath Henry. A ground clearance of 50mm, that's quite high, you know, for Robot Wars. And Henry now wedged on the floor. And in some trouble, that front little spike of Henry is dug into the arena floor there. Finally away. Turning, out of danger's reach from Haardvark. Spinning. Good control and steering then from Tom Moy. But little damage or aggression on the part of Henry. Again, that circular saw seems to be Haardvark's main weapon. Oh, good control. Henry slammed into the arena wall. And again, bashes the wall. Oh, that little tongue thing is there on Henry. I wonder how Granny's getting on the back. Well, Mike Evans seems to be under control in the centre there of the Haardvark cabin. And there the great logos on Haardvark. Volatile, violent. Really? Well, I'm not too sure. It's a little bit wobbly to me on occasion. Haardvark. Now Shunt will test those proud boasts of the Haardvark team. Henry on the attack, and that'll count if it goes to the judges. And it looks as if it may well go to a judge's decision. Oh, no, I don't know. I think Haardvark's immobilised. It stood stock still, and I think Haardvark's out here, and Henry must have won it right at the death. That's unbelievable. What a shock. I think they know it as well.
Henry the winner. They go through.
Well, we can't believe it. Haardvark out so soon.
Oh, well. You didn't have the electronics guy.
Well, no, I know. Next year, you should come. It's not fair to leave these two on their own. That was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I have to say, I don't think your granny put them off much, though, because there was a photo and chop, chop, chop,
Yeah,
saw.
Nearly got to
it. Didn't say, it didn't make much difference, the photo of the granny on the back, did it?
Not really.
You have to get a meaner, tougher photo on the back, obviously.
Henry through. Haardvark surprisingly going out, and next up, Orac's revenge against STEG-o-saw-us.
From London, Orac's revenge.
Great paintwork, fearsome. So's the axe weapon with its 3 interchangeable blades. The shell's 4mm thick, strong aluminium, strengthened in vulnerable areas by thick polycarbonate.
My name is Peter Reynolds, this is Barry Davis and Pete Stanmore, and this is our robot, Orac's Revenge.
As you can see, we've got 2 main weapons. We have these tusks at the front, which we will ram our opponent with, and when they're impaled upon these tusks, we then stab them with this mighty axe, like so.
From Southampton, STEG-o-saw-us.
Looks steely and spiky too, has a lifting weapon, 2 750-watt motor driven. Team member Peter Rowe's heroes, Mickey Mouse. Will STEG-o-saw-us roar or squeak?
Roboteers, stand by.
Orac's Revenge, lean, green and mean. Peter Reynolds at the controls there on the right-hand side says he's a couch potato. And STEG-o-saw-us with
3,
Dan King, Peter
2,
Rowe and Rob Heasman.
1. Activate.
Orac's Revenge, first to move with that axe weapon and also the spikes there, aiming to grip hold of STEG-o-saw-us. But the dinosaur turns away and comes on the attack itself and drives with great power there. Orac's Revenge onto the arena wall. Orac's Revenge slamming down with the hammer, but look at that power from STEG-o-saw-us. That was tremendous stuff. Driving again here. It has the greater power, it would seem to me. Orac's Revenge, the more penetrating weapons, that's for certain. But look at this power once more from STEG-o-saw-us. Slamming against the arena wall. This is impressive stuff here. And I thought STEG-o-saw-us was the underdog going into this battle. It's not proving that way. Orac's Revenge, trying to get the weapon in play, finding difficulty against the far nippier and more manoeuvrable STEG-o-saw-us. Moving away. There you can see the little LED blinkers on the front of STEG-o-saw-us, 2 of them. Its main weapon, of course, the spike at the back, the lifting ram. Oh! And Orac's Revenge is in the pit and out. And that's tremendously impressive from STEG-o-saw-us. A real surprise. Driving Orac's Revenge back and back and back. And look at that, down in the pit. Power, precision, great control. And that's what Robot Wars is all about. The mighty humbled. And Orac's Revenge smoking. And also taking punishment from the house robots, Matilda's saw, also Dead Metal here with a great circular saw blade. And they want a little piece of metal, the axe from Shunt too. Here's Killalot on the left-hand side. Oh, STEG-o-saw-us, stay away, stay away.
Cease.
STEG-o-saw-us reap revenge. Let's hear it for STEG-o-saw-us. They go through.
Zooming across the arena, the eyes were blazing, the face looked magnificent, and then you suddenly ended up in the pit.
We got pushed around a bit.
You did. But everything worked.
It worked, yeah.
Just not well enough.
Yeah, no, we got pushed into the barriers 3 or 4 times and...
not enough power.
Really. Yeah.
You're very understated, all of you, aren't you?
Well,
yeah, just quite shy, retiring. You come in, you do your job, and then you're like, yeah, well, we hoped we'd do that well.
you know, we came, we saw, we conquered.
Oh, lovely. No more needs to be said then.
You saw us go through, that's their message. Orac's Revenge go out, and this is how they line up in round 2. Robopig, Napalm, Henry, STEG-o-saw-us.
Well, round 2's coming right up. But now, let's try and beat the high score in our pinball tournament. Let the trials begin.
Just a reminder of how you can score points. 5 points each barrel. 50 points for that target, guarded though by Sergeant Bass. 10 points for releasing the multi-ball. 5 points for each ball into a pit. 20 points for going up the ramp and completing that run. 75 points for this target. That's guarded though by Dead Metal. If you open the car door, you get 25 more points. And don't forget, Killalot, down here in the bottom right of your picture, can roam the arena. Let's see how the earlier contestants got on. Dominator, good start. Just spreading the barrels. There you see the multi-ball release as well. This is Crusader. Promising opening. Points on the board. 50 for that target. The multi-ball release achieved 2. And then this, Suicide. An Eye of Newt, ponderous, very slow, steady, but not spectacular. This This is how the leaderboard looks after 3 runs. Dominator with 160 points, Crusader with 90, and Eye of Newt with 90 also.